Hello YouTube, it's Harder the Card Snap here, and today I just want to cover the whole Kid Omega situation, second in his response to it, and give my opinions on how to fix the situation. To begin, I will explain what the Kid Omega situation is. For those of you who don't know, the high voltage game just came out. Kid Omega was priced at 9k gold or 50k votes. He is basically impossible to earn as a free-to-play player, requiring you to spend some amount of gold. However, at his gold price right now, he is currently priced as what we are calling a Series 6 card because he is priced at a premium to Series 5 cards, being 9k gold total. He's unpurchasable with tokens, and ultimately this game mode has just implemented a lot of predatory monetization systems, and I want to bring light to that, and I want to go over their response and why it's been lackluster in my opinion. I will say that I would prefer if the game modes continue to go in the limited time game modes continue to go in the direction they have been in the past, and I think that was very player friendly and a very solid thing for Second Dinner to do. Having the new cards come out for free felt very nice, and it was a breath of fresh air from the old Spotlight system. However, it appears they seem to be dying on the hill of these events have to be monetized. So for the sake of this video, I will try to give them fixes and implement strategies that allow them to monetize the game mode effectively without making the players feel extremely bad. So now let's go over the response and my fixes for the game mode, okay? So to begin, their response was they just want to thank us all for giving feedback on the situation with Kid Omega and how we were disliked it. This is all just jargon. Ultimately, there's nothing of meaning here. This is something you would put in any response, and we'll be skipping over parts like that, and I'll just mention that it's meaningless, and we'll go over parts like that much quicker than future. So they continue on with the intent of the Kid Omega pricing was to offer players a discount on existing Series 5 cards using votes. That was untrue. Series 5 Kid Omega does not cost like a Series 5 card. He costs above a Series 5 card, and it's a problem. He should be cost like a Series 5 card and then a discount. So what's the first fix right here? Kid Omega equals price of Series 5. Kid Omega equals vault equal discount equals discount on Series 5 price. So that's a first correction they can do to make the monetization feel better. He should not be above and beyond the current pricing system. That just feels bad for everyone involved, and it makes honestly no sense. The next fix I want to implement immediately, because it's on topic, is gold is not equal to tokens. The main monetization system is built around tokens. It is a lot harder to acquire gold than it is tokens. So much so that there is players with hundreds of thousands of tokens but less than 10k gold, and Kid Omega costs 9k gold. So what we are saying is there are players with 100,000 tokens that can't purchase a card because they're using a predatory system that forces players to buy the new card with gold, which instead of tokens, which is the tokens are the main way to acquire cards in this game. This is a thing that other mobile games do, and it's a predatory system. It's when you diversify the different monetization aspects of the game and you use different currencies for different things, making it extremely hard to know which currency is actually valuable, which currency is not. And it just makes it overall less player friendly because players could be extremely rich in one area of the game, in this case being in tokens, but they still have to spend money on the game because they don't have enough gold to purchase the cards they want, because they made Kid Omega only purchasable by gold. So what does Kid Omega's actual price have to be? Kid Omega equals 6k tokens to buy. In the game mode. In the game mode, Kid Omega has to cost 6k tokens to buy. That are the initial fixes from that one sentence. As you can see, there's already a lot of missteps they have committed, but this will clean up the feeling of the game mode just a bit, and I feel like if they implement just these alone, it will feel better, but there are absolutely other things they should be implementing to make it feel even better than this just baseline of bare minimum of what they have to do. So continuing on to that, they say we set a precedent in previous limited game modes, and we didn't clearly set a new precedent, which causes frustration. Moving forward, we'll tell you about it. Well, moving forward, we'll tell you about it, okay? With this, they're saying we did something wrong, Next time before we'll do something wrong, we'll tell you we're doing something wrong. Something that is bad is not better when you tell me it's bad. If I go to rob a guy, the action of robbing does not become better because I'm told him before I'm going to rob you and then I rob him. Obviously second dinner isn't quite robbing us, but like the action of something bad in isolation still is bad no matter how much you tell us beforehand. You can tell us a year beforehand, you can tell us a month beforehand that you're going to implement this predatory system. It doesn't make the predatory system better. And I think that's very important to note. The second dinner has to take real responsibility for this and say we messed up. Otherwise, this is not going to change. Because right now, second dinner is saying we did not mess up. We just did something that you weren't expecting. And we think it's not as bad as you guys are saying it is. And this response wouldn't be overblown if we would have told you beforehand. No, it's a bad system. Players do not want it. And we have to make this clear, especially as content creators, but also as players, that we don't want this system and that this system, even told beforehand, is not how a monetization system should work. If they absolutely want to monetize this game mode and not continue the trend they have set beforehand. Continuing on to this, they'll continue to iterate when it comes to this. Our goal is that so they continue to iterate this, meaningless. This would be an any response, or any response, especially on apology. The goal for all game mode is that they want players to be able to earn something regardless of level of spend. What the solution to this is if players can earn if players regardless of spend can want to be able to earn, Kid Omega equals 50k tokens, or sure, 50k votes. Let's say hypothetically he equals 50k votes. How many votes should you be able to earn in this game mode? Reward track equals 50k votes. That's the next fix. If you want Kid Omega absolutely to cost this 50k votes, the reward track also has to be able to get you to that breakpoint number of 50k votes. That's saying you do all the quests, you do everything, you go through the entire top reward track, you do everything that the game mode has to squeeze from you that isn't winning the game. And you should be able to get this 50k tokens, meaning you hit the thing right on the mark and you only get Kid Omega. That is saying to players, regardless of your level of spend, you'll be able to earn the tokens. It will be a grind and a half. You'll have to dedicate this entire week to acquiring this new card, but you can do it regardless of level of spend. And I think that is a proper way to deal with it. This is doing something extra to make it feel better for players. And honestly, if they just did the top half, I think this would be a fine situation. I'd be more than happy if they did the bottom half of what I'm going to describe after, just making it the 6k tokens buyable in the game mode, and it's an actual discount. However, there's something I will probably put on top in the future, so I will be creating a divider here right now. Like, this is extra thing that I think would make their promise actually realized, and I think this would be best for how the game should operate in the future. These are best practices. These are needed practices. So continuing onward, some events will be more focused on free-to-play rewards, while others will be rewards that provide more purchase value. So let's consider this statement as they'll do the same thing in the past, but some of them will just provide more purchase value. In the event of more purchase value, this is what I'm talking about. The events that are more purchase value have to be changed. They cannot be like the Kid Omega situation. They should be following the rules I'm setting out, because these are just reasonable rules to continue the current precedent and the current monetization system Second Dinner has in place already. I'm not asking for anything extra above and beyond. I'm asking for the bare minimum. The bare minimum is the top half. This isn't above and beyond. This is like taking a good step forward. It's a step of goodwill. But like the bare minimum is the top half, in my opinion. I actually skipped this part. Our aims to allow all new limited time game modes and rewards to hit the respective pool after 30 days. Remove. That has to be removed. 30-day Kid Omega equals 6k tokens once event ends. Ends in regular shop. What this is saying is this new game mode or this hype. We're releasing a card. We're all happy. Woo, woo, woo. We're having a good time. Those of you who don't want to engage in the game mode, this is just a regular card release schedule. We'll release it regularly. It won't be that different from anything else. We're not making you go out of your way to deal with this entire situation. everybody's happy, even the people that don't play the game mode, because it's just a regular release schedule and they continue their normal monetization like that. And then this limited time event just becomes what they're saying. It's an extra value proposition. Instead of this limited time game mode is making us go out of his way and making this like a super hard way to attain cards. This is just an extra value proposition of the existing monetization systems we have. This is how you actualize that. This top half so far. And then they go over, they're going to give us a couple of tokens and pointed out that was cheaper. They're going to fix some bugs, and then they go over a whole spiel. We're still listening to your feedback, and this is my feedback. So this is the feedback overall. So let's go over the summary. Kid Omega has to be the price of a Series 5. The vaults are a method to discount that. Gold is not equal to tokens, so when we say price of a Series 5, he is in tokens. It's predatory to start changing the acquisition between gold and tokens because you have made the promise that tokens are the main acquisition system for the cards. Continue that promise and make tokens acquire cards like it always has been. Kid Omega should be 6k tokens once the events end in the regular shop. This should just be treated as a regular card release, basically, with the added value proposition of the event. Ideally, if you want to make players feel really, really good, if you do everything, I think players will be extremely happy if they can just get Kid Omega, and this situation wouldn't even be a problem if that. Maybe not extremely happy, they'll be like happy or just fine, but I don't think players would actively feel mad and attacked if this wasn't the situation. So wrapping this all up, what do we do? Events or just regular card releases? Regular card releases. This means the events are treating card releases regularly in all aspects, in how you acquire them with tokens, how you acquire them with tokens, how the regular release schedule is. It's not a month later, it's coming out right as it is. So events are just regular card releases. The event itself becomes an added value proposition. What this means is the event itself is just adding value onto that. So we are releasing this regular card. You can get hype for this regular card. You can acquire it in the normal ways. But if the rest of the monetization system is getting to it, running low on resources, guys, get hyped. We have a new way to discount the cards because we have this event that will discount this one regular card released to a lower price. This is an added value proposition. It's not a negative value proposition where we're making it actively harder to acquire these cards. We're making it easier through this game mode to acquire these cards. It's a regular card release with an added value proposition. So that's what I'm saying. Events have to be an added value proposition they can't take away. With that is how I would fix this game mode if they are really steadfast on making this game mode monetized in this way and not doing what they did in the past. Personally, I would prefer the past method. I would also be fine with this current method. So thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't checked me out on twitch.tv at Heart of the Card Snap, you can check me out there. It's the same spelling as my YouTube name. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope in the future I do more positive videos on Second Dinner. I already do some positive videos on card decks, game concepts and all that. And I hope, for the God's sake, that this is a one-time thing and not a common trend in the future where they continuously to mess up the monetization system, which makes players feel bad and ultimately is bad for the health of the game and the health of all the content creators out there that play Marvel Snap and love this game with a passion, such as myself. With that, peace out, and I will see you guys next time.